Their readiness. Oh, you were in there.
Yeah.
I'm sure too. If you don't.
I wanted to, and I.
15 minutes?
Maybe.
How are you? 15 minutes.
15. I have to leave after the giant. I don't know if she was a racer. I don't know if she was a racer.
All right, people, Jonah, Skylar.
Good one.
My heart's pumping.
I bet it is.
No, because I'm like really excited. Okay, there's been like a very big breakthrough in network marketing, and you guys, it's kind of crazy to even like think about right now. Is it free? Oh, it's definitely free. Well, for you guys, it's free. But anyways, okay, what's the gateway to this business? What do you guys think the gateway is? Like to actually getting people involved. What does it start with? You can technically invite people without a list. The list is important, but what is the actual gateway of this of network marketing? Without an invite, there's nothing. They're never going to come to an event without an invite, ever. It would be like they have to fall through the roof. Like it just wouldn't happen. They're not going to come to an invite without an invite. So an invite in itself is literally the gateway to our industry, and that is said by Eric Worre himself. Like these aren't even my words, so don't be like, oh John, you're so knowledgeable. This is not me knowledgeable.
Oh John, you're so knowledgeable.
I'm not. Honestly, I literally am just copying and pasting what these guys have already done, and it's insane. Like, so this is something that literally can produce so much success in your business. It's not even funny, because this is something every single person, and even I have struggled with. I know every single person has struggled with this. Like, nobody comes into this business mastering this. Nobody comes into this business mastering a lot of things, but this specifically. So I'm going to talk about the invite a little bit and how it's going to tweak, sort of, and another way of doing it. So number one is it's very hard to show someone value over text or over call, obviously, right? So like, oh my gosh, you got to come to this thing, and then they don't end up showing up, or you call them, they don't end up showing up. It's like the hardest thing in the world. So number one, we're going to erase. I mean, it works for some people, but for the most part, we want to erase the whole inviting to an event. And this is straight from Eric Worre, by the way. Some people I'll still work with. You can invite someone to an event, awesome, do it like last minute or in person. Find out a little bit about them, invite them, awesome. But this is gonna sound crazy, dude, because I would have never seen myself doing this because I was the person that frowned upon it the most because of the results that I never saw with it. But it's the texting. So number one, with texting, yes, it is ineffective if you're inviting to an event. But number one, if you call someone, they're not comfortable on the phone. They're going to say yes only because they're in shock. They're probably not going to end up showing up. It's very hard to keep someone committed when we put them in that kind of awkward state. They'll say yes regardless of what you say. You can say something retarded and you'd be like, yeah, I'll do that. Let's go kill some people. And then after they're like, wait, because they're in shock. They don't really understand what they're just said yes to. So what we want to do...
That's pretty major though.
I know, but just to express and over-exaggerate my point. Basically, what you're doing, okay, we want to start texting. And now this is coming from Eric Worre himself, and this is mind-blowing.
John, wait, you're saying this? You were the one that told me to stop texting.
Yeah,
oh yeah,
exactly.
because you're inviting to the event. But now this is the difference. We're not inviting straight to events anymore. Now what we want to do is basically text. What do we do all the time? We text, want to hang out, want to go do a movie, want to do this. Literally message somebody, want to go for coffee. This is Eric Worre himself. Go for coffee. They'll say yes right away. If you go for coffee, find out about them. You don't even have to mention Vima. You just build, number one, you found out what he's into. He's going to ask about you, what you've been doing. You can tell him. And if they're suited for it, dude, bring that. If you actually invite them after you find out a little bit about them to an event, they're going to come to an event because you built that foundation. They don't feel like they're being sold. You're more informing than anything else. And it literally will change everything. Like literally everything. Like for people, how many people like sit there on the phone and be like, oh, I just don't want to make this call, I don't want to make this call, I don't want to, they procrastinate because of how hard it is. I'm going to tell you guys something. If you can build up confidence from doing smaller things, eventually you'll get to the big things. The process is going to be a lot harder jumping straight to the big things. Like, this is something I learned the hard way and I kind of got through, but I don't want everybody to have to go through that because you can still get to where a lot of these successful people are by starting with smaller things because maybe you weren't as like, you didn't have the right, the perfect personality type to, start in this business. Start off smaller and build your way up rather than shooting straight for the stars. Like, this whole texting thing, meeting up for coffee thing, how easy is that? Just to want to go for coffee. Eric Worre says, message 100 people. You get 100 people, most people are just going to say yes. Of course they want to go for coffee. And he added numbers. He literally added it up. I can show you guys a video in a sec. What your business would look like if everybody did this is insane. The results are... And it's so easy to do. Like literally, how fast is it to text 100 people, coffee, 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 question mark, coffee, question mark, coffee, question mark. Like, Or it doesn't have to be coffee. It can be, want to go to this. Depends on the person. If you know the person differently, they want to go, they're more of a basketball guy. Hey, want to go shoot some hoops later? Whatever. It doesn't even matter. But the point is that you're just going to hang out with them, finding out more about them. Maybe, seeing if they'd like to change their life through what we do. And you're not like pitching them anything. You're literally just getting to know them a little bit better. Now this right here will literally change everything. Eric Worre himself. I feel like Tyler just wants to yell something. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Gabriel, what's up?
Dude, are you like reading off my mind? Have you did you read the pictures that I posted yesterday?
No. What pictures?
On Facebook.
I saw a video you sent me.
Nope.
Or,
Okay.
I
All right.
Pretty much exactly the same.
Are you almost gassed out?
No.
He's only just
I will be soon.
You should be, but honestly, I don't want to interrupt you. I don't want to take this away.
Gotcha.
But honestly, right along the exact same plane where you're talking, I posted 2 pictures of 2 pages of this book, GoPro by Eric Worre. Go figure.
This video right here?
No, like I figured this out through his book.
Oh yeah.
Exactly what you're talking about. I had that exact epiphany over the weekend, yesterday, through his book.
Yeah.
So that's
That's
what I'm saying.
crazy.
That's why I'm a little excited right now.
I'm like,
So, yes, it was exactly that, where the basis of recruiting and prospecting is not what you guys think it is. We're not telemarketers. That is not what we aim to be. Honestly, this is all about building relationships. Our professional network marketer will make a monstrous list of every name that he has in his head, but that's for the fact of he gets the names out of his head. So now that he has more room for other names. So if you haven't made a list, you're already hindering yourself.
Yep.
So once you've emptied your head of names, now you start seeing them, and you should be able to add at least 2 a day, because you run into so many people every single day. So then you start looking around. A network marketer does not, he describes an amateur, a poser, and a professional. The poser is what all of us are in the first couple weeks, where it's like we jump in, oh yeah, I'm going to kill this, think of 5, 6 people that are going to do great with this, alright, I'm going to go get them. If they don't, and those people tell you no, now I'm done. That's a poser. An amateur goes past that, builds their list, does the phone calls, doesn't nail it, and their list shrinks and shrinks and shrinks, and then they blame the company, they blame the situation, they blame the town, they blame the circumstances, they blame their upbringing, they blame their personality, they blame their skills, they blame their confidence. That's an amateur. A professional will attack it like, this is my list. This is day 1. Now these names are out of my head. Now I go looking for more. Now you approach every day, eyes wide open to every person in your life, and you really look at them, you really listen to them, and you don't just push your agenda upon them, you wait for them to announce theirs, and then you guide them in the direction of yours. Gently, or don't, because not everyone is meant for this. Not everyone wants to do this, they may do it at a later date. I said no to network marketing 3 times over the last year before I said yes.
Too bad they didn't ask you for coffee.
I had no idea what I was saying no to, but I said no anyways. Because, well, for one, I was uninformed. When you do what they call an over-the-fence talk, which is what a lot of us do, yeah, I'm involved in this thing, and then you kind of do a quick rundown of what we do, and then you invite them out to an event maybe, and like get them to try the product, check out the product, check out my website, and what happens? Nothing, because they're already consuming something like it. They're already comfortable where they are. They did not get the full picture. That doesn't count as an invite or a prospect. That is straight up failure. The only success you can have is if you get someone to come and fully hear out the idea and fully say no or yes or maybe, in which case you get them to say fully no or yes. That is the only option. Everything else, everything short of that is a failure or learning experience. You win or you learn, right? And every single time, solid yes or no after hearing out full opportunity. And if you cannot get them to hear out the full opportunity, work on your skill until you can get to that point. Listen to people 75% of the time. Speak 25%.
Yeah.
That's it. That's
It's like a lot of information in one. What I was going to say, that was brilliant.
That was 10 pages out of this book. If you have not bought this book, it cost me $2.50. It's going to make me about $250 million.
It's incredible.
Not actually, but 250,000.
Everybody, like, right after this, I definitely want you guys to write that book down. I've read part of it, and it just blew my mind. Even the chapters I read, it was like, woo! But anyways, what I was going to say is, like, how many people can you call that just don't show up? That probably happens a lot. Or you call, they're not interested. That probably happens a lot. Now imagine this, what if you could narrow down that list to no one? Because you already know that person. You went out for coffee, you were genuine, you know? You're not cheating out anybody, we're literally just giving an opportunity to somebody that is better than what everything else that's already out there. There is no way people should, so once you get to know somebody, go for coffee with them. It's as simple as a text. You can text 50 people right now, coffee, coffee, coffee. Guess how many appointments you have? 50. Guess how much you would have had if you tried it the other way? None. I don't even know. I did it that way, but it was, you need to develop a lot more higher of a skill level, and that's not to brag or boast, but a lot higher level of skill level to be able to go and inform people and actually show the value that they need to hear. This is literally something anybody can do, and in the end, you're being more social. In the end, you're raising your confidence. In the end, you can start making phone calls if you do need to, and then you will start acing them. Your confidence, your belief, everything's up. The results are there. It won't be hard for you anymore.
Talk numbers. What's your percentage you estimate for times you've done this? What's your success rate?
For this? Oh, I just found about this today.
No, I mean, but you've done it before.
The texting?
I have
where you start with a personal face-to-face, and you start from that basis. Can we hang out? Whatever method you used, have you been using this?
Are you talking about just everything that we just talked about here? This I never used.
You've never used it?
No.
I've used it. I got some numbers.
Sort of.
Basically, I've been doing this for a while now, asking people out for coffee, not straight up inviting them to the event. Mm-hmm. So far, my success rate for going to coffee is 100%, because people will much easier say yes to that than just a random invite to an event.
What about enrollments from those?
Yeah, and actually what you're saying is exactly what Eric Worre talks about.
Yeah.
I wanted to do this for myself throughout the week, and then throw it out next Monday.
It's what I've been doing 90% of the time, and almost every one of my prospects has been this way, and I think I'm 8 or 9 out of 10 right now.
It's insane.
Simply because it's a face-to-face personal thing, and then you invite them to an event afterwards.
It's literally, guys, this will literally
the
change
easiest thing
everything.
to do.
Whatever you've been struggling with, Glendon, whoever, this is the game changer for everybody. Eric Worre, biggest breakthrough in network marketing in 10 years, he said. That's what the video is literally called. It's Eric Worre. He's the highest paid, income earner in this entire industry, I'm pretty sure. Top 3, number 1, whatever.
He's up there.
It's insane. So, again, these are not my words. These are not just my words. He tested this out for himself before he told anybody about it. He has people that he trains and helps, and all those people, their businesses just went through the roof. There's no questions asked. And literally his exact words was, the people thought that they were cheating. They thought they were cheating because of how well the results were. It was insanity. But that's how it's supposed to be done. Number 1, times are changing. The whole phone call thing used to work back then. That's when people used to call people. Now all we do is this. So someone gets a text, they're more comfortable with it, number 1, and it doesn't sound as sketchy. Why the heck are you calling me, dude? Back then it would be, oh cool, he's calling me. And now we live in different times, and Eric Worre explains that we do live in different times. We do have to change things sort of, a little bit. Not totally recreating the wheel, but tweaking things when times tweak, times do tweak, like we can see right now with the internet and cell phones and everything. So, big thing, I want you guys to write down a list. I mean, you guys probably already have a list, but build onto your list of literally anybody you can think of, people you see in the grocery market. Literally just ask for your number. We should catch up sometime, whatever. It's not, hey, come to an event. It's what the heck, who are you? Are you trying to, they don't know what you want. That's creepy. If someone did that to me, I'd probably run away. So, really understand how beautiful this is, because when I heard about this after the video, I was just I lost myself. I was so excited. I wanted to show the whole video, but it's 50 minutes. I guess I can kind of cut through some of the parts. The few things he mentioned about this was, my computer turns on. Oh, there we go.
If you buy the compound effect today, online on Darren Hardy's website, you get 3 copies free.
Say it again?
Buy 1, get 3 copies free.
Right.
Or is 2 copies?
Why would you want 4 of the same book?
The compound effect.
Give
Yes, just
friend.
a gift to
Give
people.
them away.
It's literally the first page of the book is I giving this book to because whatever.
So guys, the main reasons he said, there's a few reasons he mentioned, but some of the main ones were, number 1, it's so easy to do. It's literally, we already text all the time. We don't really call people. We're just kind of out of that age. It's too bad, but it's true. We got to kind of change that. So it's really, really easy. Guys, it's fast. Listen, you can literally get 50 appointments within the next half hour, 45 minutes. How hard is it to do that? So easy.
very hard. My phone's
I have it.
disconnected.
I
'cause
guess
For you,
Yeah,
John,
you
it's
too.
impossible.
Oh, I'm using Facebook right now to message people, but whatever. Facebook message, text message, whatever. Facebook's message is a little easier because people hate giving out their numbers apparently, but you get the point. It's really fast and it's really easy. Like super easy. And remember, you're not inviting to an event. You are literally inviting them to coffee. That's why the texting works. If the texting was a whole inviting to an event type of thing, you probably wouldn't see a lot of results, honestly. But since the unless it's close friends, but since the texting is simply based off of a hangout, which is literally what all we do, people are going to be comfortable because all they do when they hang out is text each other. That's all people do. So that's huge.
I don't. Can you?
That's why the video.
Yeah, and then the other thing, more action. There's going to be a lot more action with something that easy. If something's easier, it's faster, it's more efficient, there's more results in the end.
2 and go plus this equals.
Like seriously, guys, this is going to be the biggest thing ever. Okay, now what Eric Worre talks about finally is he sets up this 100. What did he call it? The 100 text challenge. And this is for everybody that's new. This is for everybody that's already been in. This is for myself. This is for everybody. We want to text 100 people, just meet up for coffee. It doesn't mean you're inviting them all to Vima. You're just going to hang out, dude. Literally going to hang out. And then from there, like once they ask what you do, you can tell them, be like, hey, you want to come check it out? There's actually an event. I can show you exactly what I do. I can show you why I'm going to make more money part-time than full-time. But you're doing that from the hangout, not from the text. So remember that.
Can I add one little 30-second tidbit to that?
What's up?
Here's a hint for you guys. When you're doing these one-on-ones, they're going to be different than what you're used to, so your approach is going to have to be different. So when you go into these, go in with a mental state of I'm conducting an interview, but they don't know it. Go in with that, not like, oh my god, I hope he goes for what I want him to go for. No, you're going in with the confidence like, I wonder if this guy's right. You go in, this is an interview, but he doesn't know it, and you make sure he doesn't find out. You try to find out as much about them as possible. By the end of the night, they feel awesome because you've been asking questions, and you care because you do. And number 3, you're going to know a lot about them. It's going to make it so much easier to prospect them and get them either to an event or say, you know what, this person like really is going to like slam the door in my face. You know, don't prejudge, but you're really not prejudging if you ask all the right questions, right? You can guide it. You guys have a general idea how to do this, but treat it like an interview, and your mental state is everything. You go in hoping that you can sell them something or get them somewhere or get them to do something. If you go in with a hope, you're going to get shot down 99% of the time. Go in, ask a lot of questions, and that's going to,
Yeah, exactly what he said. And
like a job interview.
For the people that have even more trouble, for the people that have even more trouble going out and doing that much, like I know some people are like, let's say you're more socially awkward, you're more introverted, you're more this, you're more that, whatever. Don't put pressure on yourself and saying, oh man, I hope this invite works out all right. No, don't do that. You're literally going to generally just hang out with them, find out about them. Like, you know how people go on dates to get to know each other? Try to get to know each other, but do it with one date. Do it with one coffee. And if that's not enough, if the person is just a person that's a little bit slower once it comes to trust and relationships, don't invite him to an event. Just keep hanging out with him. Eventually you might want to hear what you're up to and whatnot. And when they say, if they're not interested in the end, like seriously, continue being genuine and kind with them. You're not trying to pitch them. You're literally just building a relationship and offering something that's better. That's all you're doing. So don't continue conversation with them after. Continue building friendships, right? Eventually they'll see what you want to do. And if everybody was in the same mind, in my opinion, would join this, just because what I know about it. So in the end, we have what people need or want or whatever. So with that, I don't want to say too much. You guys kind of get the idea though. So 100 person, who's down to do the 100 text challenge? Eric Worre recommends for everybody. It's literally going to change your business completely. 100 text challenge, guys.
When my phone is working.
Facebook still works.
I'll text as many people as
I'm never on Wi-Fi.
It's literally as easy as coffee question mark, coffee question mark, hoops question mark.
I'm kidding.
Hockey game question mark.
I get like 5 texts. Yeah, but already going to coffee with this person this week.
Like your calendar is just gonna blow up with appointments. It's not even gonna be funny.
That's why I couldn't post a schedule. It wouldn't let me post it. I tried all day to every time I came for lunch. I tried and it wouldn't do it. In the morning I tried.
Just like your phone still works though, just as on service.
My phone's completely dead.
John,
oh, like that.
A.L. Williams' Art of Recruiting. This is actually why I started doing it. He teaches to start with a face-to-face and then take them to an event from there. And that's what he's been training his teams from the get-go. And he was so successful in network marketing, he was able to start his own business, network marketing
That's
business.
insane. Like most people, they say, okay, I'm going to talk to 1,000 people and get one. You know, that's effective if you want to talk to the whole world. But the thing is, if you can get your ratio a little bit higher through the process that we're talking about, like 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10, like who's not going to want to go for coffee? Like, they'd be like why not? You know, like why wouldn't I want to go for coffee? Why wouldn't I want to, whatever? And then you're going in just getting to know them. They want to hear about what you do, which is what you're going to tell them anyways. And then that's where you tell them a little bit. Don't give them like, you know, this is what I do, sign up right here, doing done. No, that's no. You're literally just genuinely telling them what you do. And then through that, they'll become more interested and they want to hear more about it. And be like, and then before you tell them more, be like, hey, listen, I mean, I can't really explain everything right now, but we're actually having an event tonight, like actually tonight. I can pick you up or whatever, or we can go straight there, or whatever. That doesn't even matter. But just have the genuine intention, just getting to know them and wanting to help them. Because in the end, everybody, you know, wants something like this. But how many people, okay, number one, one big reason why this works so much is how many people when a telemarketer calls them just trust that this guy is, you know, you have a free trip to the Bahamas, whatever he tells you. How many of you trust that crap?
Dude.
If somebody had told me, like, you know what, you could have a 2 to 5 year retirement plan. If somebody was genuinely honest, but they called me and said, there's a 2 to 5 year retirement plan, all you gotta do is, you know, you drink these drinks, share them with people, you're a walking billboard, you advertise for this company, I have a 2 to 5 year retirement plan, beep. There's no trust at all. So basically, you're building trust with somebody. You're literally building trust. And if we lived in a world where everybody could just trust each other, oh, that'd be great. I mean, we wouldn't have so many problems. But we don't live in that kind of world, so we have to develop this trust. And we do that through coffee, hoops, whatever. Whatever they want to do. Watch a hockey game, want to knit. I don't know. Everybody's different, so. That's basically, yeah, I don't want to talk too much. You guys get it. 100 text challenge. That's what Eric Worre calls it. Literally, I want, like, if you guys are actually down to do the 100 text challenge, like, it will turn your business up. Like, I can't even, if you don't do it, you're insane. I'm just going to say that because it's that important. So, yeah, I'm going to do it myself and I'm excited for it. Making appointments after appointments is going to be awesome. Like, so quickly, too. But yeah, just remember, you're not inviting to the event, you're inviting for coffee. And did you want to?
No, I'm just standing.
Okay, gotcha. So I kind of want to show this video, but I mean, I kind of give you a summary of it. Okay, what I'll do is.
Somebody needs to crack a window. It's getting pretty sweaty up in here.